All right, we are back. Chapter 14 of the How to Sell Homes Fast for Top Dollar. We are talking about bargaining chips. Last chapter, we mentioned the importance of negotiating and not just letting the buyer negotiate on you, beat you up on the price and requesting all these concessions without you pushing back a little bit. So that way they realize that it's not in their best interest to keep pushing for these concessions like it would be if you were just doing whatever they asked for, right? So you want to make sure you're asking them for concessions in return. So here are a list of items in this chapter that you can use as leverage. There are other concessions that they may request just so you're aware of. And then we also touch briefly on reasons why a home might not sell. So typically the main reason and what most people think of is the price. One, because the comparative analysis wasn't done, or if it was done, it wasn't done properly. And for whatever reason, buyers are finding other houses in your neighborhood more appealing, a better deal. But price isn't the only reason. There are other reasons why a home might not sell, and we touch briefly on those. Primarily, three things would be, number one, that the home isn't quite up to par in upgrades, renovations. So the more you can do to freshen the home up, the better. Remember, I did mention that there are, in my area, 3 different companies that will actually come in. They will pay for the supplies. They will pay all the labor, fix your home up, and not charge you anything out of pocket. You don't have to pay them until the day of closing. They get paid out of the sales proceeds. So you can actually spend that $4,000 that will increase and ultimately increase the price of the home by $27,000. So that's what you're looking for, is getting that return on investment, doing enough so that the home looks nice and acceptable. Number 2 is not being flexible on your showings. Because when people want to look at your home, typically you'll have to go out. It's not recommended that you stay there, because that way the person that's going through with their real estate agent has time to look over everything, make sure they're satisfied with with the condition of the property. They have that time to speak with their real estate agent and have privacy, whereas if you were there, they might not feel comfortable discussing certain things, looking around as completely and thoroughly as they would if you're not there. So, and then the other thing is just making sure you know that the house is cleaned up. We talked about the 3 Ds, making sure that you clear up all that clutter so that it looks as nice and appealing as possible. So go ahead, dive in, read the chapter, ask your questions, and I will see you in the next video.